Howdy, all. So I can't remember if I recorded a video today. Uh, sorry, that's I'm listening to a debate about the final experiment on on my phone, and for some reason I can't get the volume to. Okay, the volume will go away. Anyway, um, yeah, I don't remember if I took a did a video today, and Luna's in the computer seat, so doing this on my laptop. Hence the shitty camera. I didn't realize how shitty this camera was, um, because I haven't used it in a while. Anyway, um, today is May 27th. You know what? I could just leave that. Um, Today is May 27th, 10:23 at night. Today was pretty good in terms of mood. It was productive. I spent more time on Discord than I would have liked, but um, I was still productive. I managed to get some data downloaded, organized a little bit. Um, Had a lot of meetings, that sort of thing, and yeah, felt pretty good about things. And then came home, got on Discord, saw a couple people on there that um, I am, I don't know, it got me depressed um, because I'm comparing myself to certain individuals, and um, find myself lacking for some reason. I feel like I'm looking for reasons, and not consciously. Like there's something in me that is just looking for reasons to shit on myself. Um, because I didn't realize I was depressed or I didn't realize I was feeling sad, more sad than until I was there. I didn't notice my mood dropping so quickly. Um, it has to do with it's tied to inadequacies over the YouTube channel. Um, it's tied to my sort of lack of focus, lack of um, a clear direction where I want to go with things. So, but I just I just don't understand or why. It's just the pain just comes in like a wave. Like I said, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't recognize really any of the triggers. I knew I was getting irritated because of what I saw in Discord of the people there, but I just didn't catch it. And I told myself, I'm just going to have to learn to cope with, these folks coming into a space that I am now frequently in, and I'm using as a coping mechanism to um, help against my loneliness. Um, I'm not saying by any stretch that they can't be there. I'm not suggesting that I own that space. I'm just upset that, I was using that space for my own, to better my mental health, and now it's become a source of this. Um, but yeah, uh, I think this is day 6. I don't know why that came to my mind, but yeah. Um, so I just feel like shit. I'm tired. I'm actually physically tired, but I don't want to go to sleep because I feel like, okay, I go to sleep, wake up, repeat the same bullshit, and it just feels hollow. And I don't know. I you might attribute it to midlife crisis or whatever, but I felt this way for a very long time. Felt less way when I was in my 20s, in my 30s. This idea that um I my life is worthless, that it's meaningless, that just every day is just a shell of existence. And uh, and now I, it's kind of like a biological clock. Now I'm starting now. It's the midlife crisis is also starting to add to it. And I'm like, I realize that I don't have very many, I don't have many quote unquote good years left. Um, or that's what I tell myself. And I just, I don't know. I don't know. Um, this is just lost, just alone. And I'm looking for meaning, not meaning, I'm looking for fulfillment in something. I'm looking for, feel like I have a hole, that whole whole analogy. You know, cliched as it is, it's feel like there is something missing in my life, and I don't know how to fill it. Um, I suppose that's not I mean, it's cliche, so it's definitely not something that is unique to me in any way. I don't know. I'm just tired. And yeah, sad. Earlier today, I wouldn't call myself depressed, but it gets, it's apparently there's this thing called high functioning depression, and I may very well have grown myself into it. I don't know. I mean, today, like I said, it was productive. I was in meetings. I did other things, but I did spend a good chunk of change or good chunk of time um, on Discord because I didn't want to, I didn't want to work. I wanted some kind of escape. Maybe I'm being too hard on myself. Probably. But fuck, yeah. All right. I guess that's it for tonight. Where is there it is. Peace out.